The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Lafayette, Louisiana, weighing in at 203 pounds, Jordan Cruz.
So great to be back to original action here on Championship Wrestling inside the Ocean View Pavilion. Todd Kennelly, James Kincaid here with the call of the action. Talked about the stars of the United Wrestling Network chomping at the bit, and here's one of them in Showtime, Jordan Cruz.
Yeah, chomping at the bit is right, and Jordan Cruz, he's always had that mentality, though, just looking for the next opportunity and meeting it.
And introducing his opponent, from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 175 pounds, Phoenix, his favorite son, E.J. Sparks.
Great competitor all throughout the United Wrestling Network. Phoenix's favorite son, E.J. Sparks, a three-time Arizona State champion, Championship Wrestling from Arizona. Big battles here in Hollywood as well, and also live on pay-per-view for Primetime Live. And former champion, but has come so close in other numerous title opportunities for the television title and others, and I mean, right in the mix.
Yeah, he has just been right there so many times in recent months, and just really showcasing himself every chance he gets.
Showcasing against Showtime, Jordan Cruz here. There you see some sportsmanship, the pillar of this great sport of professional wrestling. And Jordan Cruz has got to know, he's in there with a three-time champion. Cruz is right on that precipice of really having a breakout year, I think, here in the United Wrestling Network, and a victory here would be big time. Stings him with the jab, does Jordan Cruz.
Yeah, well, Sparks has to be aware that he's in there with a former Marine, though, and again, just that pugnaciousness, that tenacity that Jordan Cruz really brings to every fight that he's in.
Jordan Cruz changing levels there, looking for the single leg takedown. Defended nicely by E.J. Sparks. E.J. Sparks, a tremendous kickboxing acumen. You saw him throw that outside leg kick. Beautiful shoot into the rear waistlock. Amateur-style takedown there by Jordan Cruz. And that will nullify the kickboxing expertise if he can keep him grounded.
Yeah, keep him grounded, neutralize those educated feet of E.J. Sparks. Oh, here we go, into a cover. Beautiful move by Jordan Cruz.
Nice crucifix into the pinning combination. Now into the front face lock, north-south position. So again, it looks like maybe the strategy of Cruz to grapple here and try and keep it on the ground, which would be smart against EJ. He's known for those lethal kicks, some roundhouse rhythm. And here we go. Cruz now into another cover. It's been very fundamental thus far.
Yeah, and so far to the benefit of Jordan Cruz.
And I think Cruz would have the, just the strength and leverage advantage when you see it, how much muscle he's got packed on his frame if this thing stays on the ground.
I would completely agree with that, and he's showing it yet again. Official doing a good job making sure that Sparks' shoulders are not down at the mat as Cruz is grinding on Sparks' neck there, cranking it.
This is a bang-bang play here because you could grind him into a pinning combination, but you could really crank the neck for a submission as well. Nice counter into the head scissors, though, by Phoenix's favorite son.
Finding a new way to use those educated feet. And now it's Cruz who has to counter.
Absolutely. Referee Allison Lee right in there, checking with Showtime Jordan Cruz. Nifty counter and escape there by Cruz.
The STF here.
Who's really putting the pressure on E.J. Sparks. Yeah, he's got those legs pretzeled, grapevine there, and now into the face lock. Transitions into the side headlock, maybe thinking cross face as well if he can trap that arm.
Yeah, couldn't do it, Sparks. Able to slip out there at the last moment.
And this is what EJ wants. Create distance, get back to his feet, but look at that. Nice deep arm drag by Jordan Cruz. Drop toe hold takedown, back and forth, seesaw matchup. Great action to kick things off. We welcome you back to original matches, brand new action here on Championship Wrestling. So much to come. Papa Esco will be in action later on. Hold on, nice roll up as well as the women's division.
Absolutely rejuvenated. Look at these covers coming fast and furious.
Jackknife cover, nicely executed. Looking for that arm drag again. EJ having no part of it. We got to take a break, and we're going to catch our breath. We'll be right back.
It's time for the Pro Shingles Slam of the Week.
Look at the size of Humongous.
I'm actually kind of scared for him.
Oh, no.
Don't do this.
He's not a wrestler.
He's a pizza
Why?
guy.
Why?
Oh, big big choke slam by Humongous.
Save $500 on a complete roof replacement. 901-258-6503.
Ladies and gentlemen, Memphis Wrestling is back.
Catch all the action every Saturday at high noon right here on CW30 Memphis.
Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Wrestling, a highly competitive matchup here between Showtime Jordan Cruz, who's got the advantage right now, and EJ Sparks trying to counter this deep hammerlock, really wrenching it in is Cruz.
And trying to control the tempo and grind it to a halt is Jordan Cruz. EJ Sparks, though, using those elbows right to the face of Jordan Cruz.
Nice arm drag in his own right there by EJ Sparks. So maybe playing into the game of Cruz a little bit, a little game of, can you top this?
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit of frustration comes in. It's like, hey, I can do that too. But I think the going up tempo will benefit Sparks more than trying to go hold for hold or power for power with Jordan Cruz.
Yeah, I think that Sparks' best advantage would be in a striking contest. That's where he's at his best.
Yeah.
But he's, well-versed is Sparks in submission grappling as well. He's put a lot of people away with that version that he has of the Koji clutch which he calls the Spark Out. Cover now.
Yeah, two very well-rounded athletes. And, Sparks has really yet to utilize his feet to full advantage. Keep an eye on those, because if you don't, you won't see it coming, and it'll be over real quick.
Oh, look at this. Nicely executed cover there, seizing the arm, a little variation of the Mahistral cradle. And you can see that, the intense look in the eyes of Sparks. He knows he's matched very well here, evenly matched competitors. And Sparks is notoriously a fast starter. He just hasn't had that lightning fast start that we're accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, Jordan Cruz has put a stop to that. Tremendous game plan by him. And I think some budding respect from EJ Sparks written on his face there.
What I'd love to see here, though, just great competition. We saw the handshake to open things off. Just two well-matched competitors going at it. Nice shoulder block again. You see the power on display into the cover. Count it two. Very fundamental here, but effective. And
going for that crossface again, maybe.
He sure is. Oh, and look at that. Got both arms seized. Turns it into a pin. Allison Lee into position. Count it two. With this type of offense, Cruz isn't going to make a lot of mistakes.
No, and I think that's got to be his game plan, because he has come so close in the past. So you minimize as many mistakes as you can, and you're going to start to get the results, or I'm sure that's his hope.
Swing and a miss there. Here we see the springboard into the flying forearm, and this might be the change in the pendulum of momentum that EJ Sparks needs. Catches him, bit of a leg lariat there, following in. Nobody home for that corkscrew splash in the corner, and a beautiful drop kick. Well, hey, I'll tell you what, Cruz has got some hops as well. Into the cover, trying to put him away. Only a count of two.
Drop kick was on time, on target, and effective for Jordan Cruz, showing he's got some strikes to pull out too.
Jordan Cruz has got a good vertical leaping ability. You mentioned he was a Marine, but he was also a collegiate football player. He was a defensive back, so he would go up, try and jump those routes and come down with a few picks.
Yeah, jumped the route with a drop kick a moment ago. Jordan Cruz now looking to start firing on all cylinders.
Follows him in with the big clothesline. Might see some beads flying after that. And now, perhaps a figure four spinning toe hold right now. It's really mastered by the Funks, if you remember back in the day.
Absolutely.
Dory Funk Jr. really put this move on the map.
I'm just so impressed by both of these competitors, what they have shown thus far. In particular, Jordan Cruz, look, attacking those legs of Sparks to try and neutralize maybe, the best in his arsenal.
Pressure on the knee, now pressure on the hamstring, and you can see that he's got a hold of the ankle too. He got some torque on the ankle, so a bit of a triple threat there for EJ Sparks. And again, if you can take the wheels out of Sparks, you're taking away a lot of his primary weapons.
I know Blake Troop, if he were here, would say it's better to have wheels than guns.
Yes.
And EJ Sparks definitely has wheels.
Yeah, but for how long? If this continues, beautiful snap suplex there. I'll tell you, this might be the most impressive that Jordan Cruz has looked, and that's saying something. Another close call. Time of possession offensively, without a question, has been in the favor of Showtime Jordan Cruz.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Again, just incredibly impressive game planning, sticking to it, and Sparks really hasn't had much of an answer yet. He's shown glimpses of it, but Cruz has been right there to answer back.
Yeah. You know what, though? Oh, look at that.
Oh, there's an answer back.
He's staggering, he's rocking and reeling, courtesy of that question mark kick. You know, it comes down on the back of the head, can catch you right there on the brainstem, the
Cruz
external
dazed.
occipital protuberance, and there you go, springboard into the clothesline, and out of the gates, out of the blocks offensively, comes Sparks.
Yeah, and Cruz now, he looks to be a little bit on Dream Street here, and Sparks is going to start to fire up with those kicks. Cruz is prone.
And it may be Cruz keeping it too fundamental, maybe hurts him here because he didn't do enough to put away Sparks, and he kept him alive in this matchup. But here we see some strength. Oh, getting the hooks in. Oh, my gosh, what's he got in mind here?
Oh!
Wow, turns it into a power bomb, but has the arms hooked. How on earth did Sparks get out of that?
Absolutely tremendous maneuver from Jordan Cruz, and just the resilience, the guttiness to kick out by EJ Sparks.
You know, I don't know that I've seen that exact variation of the powerbomb because it makes it so much tougher to kick out when you have your arms trapped. You really can't just slip that shoulder up.
Yeah, you're talking about Jordan Cruz maybe not taking enough risks. He's going up top here. Little elevation sensation on the way, perhaps. Signaling for the end.
We'll see, looking for something off the top, having to call the audible, and right up the middle with the high heat. And now look at this. It's time for a bit of a fireworks grand finale. The 2 strikes into the cutter. Sense of urgency. Cover. Only 2.
Cruz staying in this matchup, being knocked down, but it's getting him to stay down. That's the trick. EJ Sparks and Jordan Cruz both looking for an answer to that right now.
What a great way to kick things off as we return to live action. Just a good old-fashioned competitive matchup.
Yeah, this has just been a classic to see. Exactly the kind of competition that we love here in the United Wrestling Network. What an uppercut.
Yeah, big answer there by Jordan Cruz. I think Sparks looking for perhaps a swinging neck breaker. Didn't hit pay dirt with that. Distance created. Look out. There it is. Roundhouse rhythm. Oh, and he was on beat there. Is that going to do it? Hooks the leg. Picks up the win.
Here is your winner, EJ Sparks.
What you talked about it. Gutsy victory by Phoenix's favorite son. He had to earn it. Let's take a look back at the action. Brought to you by UnitedWrestlingShop.com. Pick up your official UWN gear. Back and forth. Seesaw action. Athleticism on display. But in the end, that home run hitter hits with the roundhouse rhythm, gets the 1-2-3.
Cracked on the cranium, and you can put it on the board. Another win for EJ Sparks, but just what a match.
All right, our broadcast colleague Emily May standing by to get a word with the victor. Take it away, Emily.
Hey, EJ, that was such an incredibly tough match against Jordan Cruz. How are you feeling after that?
In pain. Homeboy's about that action. Jordan Cruz, man, you have a bright future in front of you, my friend. It was a hard-fought victory, and I'm glad that I picked up the dub. But Jordan, you got the respect of Phoenix's favorite son. Let's do it again sometime, my friend.
Thank you, EJ. More championship wrestling when we return.